Hello, everybody. I'm Skip Alzheimer. This is my beach hair. And this is the AV Geeks Lunchtime streaming show. We're watching old 16 millimeter films from my collection. And I'm doing this from the beach with my family. So I'm not at my normal location. And I don't have the telecine here. I didn't bring it with me because that's just ludicrous. But we just watched some silent footage. It didn't have a title. It was just kind of raw footage that was shot. And I just titled it Working on Oil Rigs. Unfortunately, there wasn't a payoff at the end that some of you were expecting. We don't know if they ever actually did get oil. A lot of drilling, though. This next film is Women in Defense. Enjoy.
Yesterday, the pioneer woman helped to win a continent. Today, with the same spirit of determination, American women are working to save this way of life, working to save the nation from the impact of total war, working to build a sure defense. American women are alert to the dangers which threaten our democracy today. Women trained in science are testing and observing and working to discover new ways to meet this threat. Other women, skilled and unskilled, are asking, what can I do to help? This film will show what women are doing and what they can do. Every woman has an important place in the National Defense Program, in science, in industry, and in the home. Silk is vital to national defense. Its most important use is for parachutes and powder bags. New substitutes are being perfected in the laboratory to meet the growing demand. Normal wear is hard on clothes, but not so hard as a machine like this. And there is a direct relation between an abrasion tester, clothing, and national defense. Durability and economy are important to American consumers called on to make sacrifices in this emergency. Defense is more than military equipment and armed forces. Defense is keeping the nation strong and healthy. In this important work of defense, our scientists are experimenting with small animals to find out things about vitamins. A complete report of their reaction and growth is recorded after they are given experimental food formulas, during which they are carefully checked and weighed. New and health-giving diets are being developed through this research. This woman is a modern pioneer, a scientist. She symbolizes the tremendously important work of women in chemistry, in bacteriology, in physics, in nutrition, in medicine, in hundreds of hospitals and laboratories throughout our country. Men and women who work on the production of our defense weapons must be well nourished. Good nutrition is not entirely a question of income. Thousands of women are attending free lectures on how to buy food and prepare meals which are nutritious and economical. Women working in industrial plants need costumes which are comfortable and safe around machinery. Uniforms which meet these needs have been designed. Two-thirds of the jobs in defense industries can be done by women today, and officials of the defense program are advocating more extensive job training for women and girls. These girls, already trained in our new defense program, are able to turn out small machine parts. More women are being trained in mechanical trades to meet the shortage of skilled labor for drilled presses, turret lathes, milling machines, planers, and welding equipment. Women are being recruited daily to help make planes for the nation's air forces. 3 million women in factories all over the country are making things. Sewing strong fabrics, sewing control surfaces for our fighter planes. In a war in which so many machines and tools and so much metal is required, it is strange how much sewing there is. Women are bringing a natural skill to an important job. Their efficient contribution is helping us to speed up production of bombers and fighting ships. One parachute takes 65 yards of silk. Only silk has the lightness and strength essential in making parachutes. Women who have had special training in the manufacture of this product are the only ones who can be employed in these factories. A man's life depends on every parachute, so there is no margin for error. The nimble fingers of these women are capable of turning out perfect workmanship on unbelievably fast-running machines. These highly specialized industries are finding women extraordinarily efficient and are using them more and more in the making of precision instruments which are so essential in war today. All of these instruments require ball bearings or roller bearings, bearings so precise that experts must use a microscope for assembly. This is work in which women excel, giving it constant care and alertness. Women's hands, thousands of them, skillful, patient, and accurate, are assembling parts precisely dimensioned, without which no bomber could fly, and without which no mechanized land unit could move. Every ship that glides down the ways must have electrical switches. Women today are assembling, gauging, fitting together, riveting, drilling, and making them. This work requires fingers that move with lightning speed. Every defense worker doing her job well. That's the battle of production and the essence of defense. Women are working side by side with men on the assembly lines and in inspection units of munition factories. Millions of shells are moving off the production lines in our great plants from coast to coast. Shells for tanks and naval guns. Shells for coast and field artillery. Shells for anti-aircraft defense. Women are skillful in gauging and checking for minute imperfections. Mass production is important when you realize that a single machine gun can fire 1,400 rounds a minute. Again, we turn to the women who are asking, what can I do for defense? The American Women's Voluntary Services provides instruction in many basic skills to over 80,000 women. Soon the Office of Civilian Defense will cooperate not only with the AWVS, but with all other private and public agencies to aid volunteers in obtaining the training they want, a training indispensable in war, valuable in peace. The Red Cross today is the culmination of the work of a woman who pioneered under the duress of a war. Clara Barton, its founder, determined that the care of the wounded should not be left to the unskilled. Today, true to its tradition, the American Red Cross volunteers are responding to the needs of war-distressed peoples. 25 million and more surgical dressings have already been sent to Europe. Medical science's newest weapon against death is the blood bank. Thousands of women today are giving their blood, giving the essence of life to save life. Our history is full of the inspiration which our pioneer women left us as a proud heritage. And again today, American women are stirred by that heritage, serving their country in the laboratory, on defense production lines, in the civilian defense services, and in the home, which is, after all, the first line of defense. Women have always been the guardians of the home and the children, the future of our country. And they are determined that our democracy shall survive and that our precious freedoms shall be preserved.
Well, Katharine Hepburn, it's pretty great. Yeah, and it's basically talking about workers on the home front, women taking the roles that men were traditionally supposed to have. Because they were fighting overseas. And then there's that question about, like, well, after the war, what happened? And, well, women were expected to go back and raise families, and men were taking those jobs. So I think there was a little bit of flexibility there that women were able to do more. There were some places that were continued to work if they needed to, especially situations to where if their husbands did not come back. There's a low rumbling sound from helicopters which are flying over us from the local Marine base, I think is where they're coming from, in Jacksonville, Camp Lejeune. So it's going to be kind of loud. In the meantime, wow, yeah. It's the sound of freedom. Have a film about that. In the meantime, I should say a couple things. One, this is our 366th show that we've done since the beginning of the pandemic in mid-March 2020. And so that's a leap year's worth of shows that we've done. We've probably done more or less. I don't know. It kind of comes out in the wash. But I just want to say thank you for tuning in this whole time. It's been really great and fun. And we're just going to keep doing it. Obviously, going on some sort of family vacation has not kept me from doing this because I really enjoy doing this. To thank you for this, I'm going to show you a film that you're either going to love or going to hate. It's a Pirro and the Alarm Clock.
In the world? Why were you so excited? No, hold on. Here, I better catch you. There you are. And I'll put you right back into the drawer. My goodness, Pirro, you certainly were frightened. Now that's just an alarm clock. Yes, it's a clock. It tells us what time it is. You see, the hour hand points to 7, and the minute hand points to 20 after. So we know that it is minutes after 7. Oh, the noise. Oh, that was the alarm, and I had it set so I could make it ring at 20 minutes after 7. Oh, you don't understand. Well, Pirro, I think that it is bewildering, isn't it? Well, here we go. We'll put you right down to find some way to explain to you all about a clock. I'll draw you a clock. And, come over this way, and we'll get a piece of paper so we don't have to draw on the floor. And, I think you'll find this will be fun. And I'll draw you the face of a great big clock, and then you'll know all about it. Here we are, and here's a piece of paper. Now I have to unroll it. You want to help me unroll it? All right. Yes, there we are. All you have to do is push a little, and it will unroll. That's right. Push harder. There we go. You can make it. Come on. There you go. There you are. Push. Oh, not too hard. Oh, poor Pirro. Oh. You didn't really hurt yourself, did you? Oh, fine. Now, up on your feet. And, oh, yes, this is a nice big piece of paper, so we don't have to draw on the floor. Now, you find a place to sit, and I'm going to get a pencil and draw the face of a clock. See? You want to sit over there? Oh, all right. Yeah, that'll be all right. Now, here is what a clock looks like. First, there's a pencil. First, we draw a circle. That's half of it. All right, you can follow. See where it stops. There you are. Now, here is the other half. Ready? There we are, and it meets, and we have a circle. See? No? What? Oh, the ends don't meet, do they? All right, just for you, I'll make them meet. There. Fine. Now, find a place to sit, because I want you to watch me draw in the numbers. Yeah, that's all right. You can see from there. All right, now, watch. 1, 2, 3, count with me. 4, that's right. 5, count with me. 6, 7, 8, 9 goes where? Right here. 10 is, yes, 10 goes right behind you. And 11, and the last one is what? Right, 12. Good, fine, there we are. Now you see, Pirro, each of the numbers stands for an hour. And when the hour hand points to a number, it tells us which hour it is. You want to play the hour hand? All right, I think that's a good idea. Well, Pirro, you show me, where does the hour hand point when it is 1 o'clock? 1 o'clock. Good, yes. All right, now 2 o'clock. Fine. All right, 3 o'clock. Good, Pirro. That's 5. Oh, yes, that's 4. You have 5 and 6. Pirro, slow down. You don't go fast. And 7. Pirro, slow down. Easy. 8 and 9. Pirro, slowly. The hour hand goes very slowly. All right, 11 o'clock. Good. And 12 o'clock. Good, Pirro. Now it's the minute hand that goes fast. So show me, how does the minute hand go? How does it? That's right. And round and round. There you are. Good, Pirro. Well, now, Pirro, you see, there are 5 minutes between the numbers. Yes. For instance, between 12 and 1, there are 5 minutes. You want to count them? All right. All right, you be the minute hand. Ready? I'm ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 minutes after. After what? Well, what hour would you like it to be after? 7? All right, fine. We'll get the pencil and just draw in. We'll draw in the hour hand pointing to 7. Then it will be 5 minutes after 7. See? Good. All right, now you be the minute hand. Here you go. Come on, minute hand. 6, 7. Wait for me. 8, 9, 10 minutes after. Yes, after 7. All right, come on, minute hand. 11, 12, 13, 15 minutes after. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 minutes after 7. 21, 22, 20... Well, what's the matter, minute hand? Oh, Pirro, what's the trouble? What's wrong? Well, I thought you were... I don't know what the... Oh, Pirro, so sad. Oh, now, tell me what's the trouble? I don't understand, Pirro. You'll have to me. I find a place to sit, and we'll get the real alarm clock and set it so that we can make it go off when the minute hand is at 20 minutes after 7. See? Now you watch. There's the real clock, 20 minutes after 7. Now when you are at 20 after, we'll make the real alarm clock ring. All right? Come on, minute hand. Here we go. 11. Good. That's right. 12. Come on. 13. 14. 15 minutes after. Oh, this is going to be fun, isn't it? 16. 16, 17. Yes, I'll be ready. I'll be ready. Huh? Oh, yes, I know. You. All right, come on. And 18, 19. I'm ready. You're 20. There we are. Oh, you're happy now, aren't you, Pirro? Oh, well, that is a lot.
Well, somewhere we'll find out what happened to Pirro after the alarm clock went off. Again, I love the meditative feeling that Pirro has. It's kind of similar to Bob Ross. The fact that the puppeteer is doing Pirro and he's interacting with Pirro and in these very long shots is really does my soul good. I'm a big fan of Pirro. I know some of you don't like him because he's a puppet marionette or because he's a clown. I understand that. So I may have shown this last year. I can't remember when I did the last time I did a transmission from the beach. Like it was the internet went out at one point, and I can't remember if I showed this or not. But it's short and it's pretty great because I was trying to find footage of the beach, and I don't have a lot with me that does that, but this film does. This is a very odd thing that I found. Actually, somebody gave it to me with a collection of films, and he was like, "Yeah, this is weird." And it was handwritten on the outside of the can that said "Exercise Sauna." I was like, "Huh, I wonder what this is." And so this is like raw footage for a commercial, maybe. I'm not sure. But anyways, this is the 1600th film that we've shown since the beginning of the pandemic. Again, give or take, there's been some duplication in there, but roughly this is the 1600th film, and I think it's worth it. So here it is, Exercise Sauna. I was eating some chips, and I was like, I wonder where the film is. And sure enough, I caught it almost just in time. Yeah, it's a wonderful mystery reel. A lot of raw footage of a commercial shoot, I'm guessing. And a cameraman sleeping in the back. So, pretty great. 1,600 films. Yay! Thank you for being along with the journey. 366 shows. You can show your support with AV Geeks if you like what we do, or at least intrigued by it, by buying us some delicious coffee. You can go to buymeacoffee.com/avgeeks, and that's one way to say hi and to say thank you, and then to reward our nervous system. You can also tell the world that you like AV Geeks by hitting like, subscribe, the notification bell that you ring, or whatever you do, comment, and sharing. All those are great ways to say thank you and to say that, hey, we like what you do. This next film is it's worth waiting for, because that's the title of the film, Worth Waiting For. This is made by Brigham Young University, so we kind of know what to expect. And this is really to talk high school students and young adults into waiting before they get married. I guess the underlying message there is also waiting before you have sex, because the idea is like, we're mature enough, we can have sex, but we should get married first. Let's do that so we can have sex. And so this is a film that's trying to convince people to wait, especially ones that are going to college or are still in high school. So enjoy. Worth waiting for. It's a longer film, so we'll run over 2 o'clock, but it's worth it. It's really great. So enjoy.
Hey, Julie. You know the rules now. No necking in halls.
Are you sorry, Joe?
What do you think? What'd your folks say about last night?
Plenty. Mom cried and Dad hit the ceiling. You know, the usual. It's a beautiful ring, Joe. Did you tell your mother yet?
Yeah. She said to come on over and have a look in the attic. There might be something there we could use for our apartment.
You mean she wasn't mad?
No. I think she was actually kind of relieved. It's been pretty hard on her, raising Gordy and me by herself.
How did Gordy take it?
Typical little brother. You know, he hates women.
He hates me.
He'll get over it. Well, here comes your mob. Listen, I'll see you after football practice. Okay?
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, girls.
Hey, don't go in there.
Okay.
Hi, Julie. Hi. Oh, look, Julie, you did it. Oh, you're really going to get married. Really? Oh, what a ball. Wish it were me. Oh, me too.
Anyone can get married. The trick these days is to remain single until you're 19.
Oh, Gloria, you're just jealous.
I'm not either, but I do have another year of high school, and then college, and then a couple of years of teaching before I plan to settle down. By that time, Julie will probably be a tired old hag with 6 kids.
You won't feel that way when you fall in love, Gloria.
That's why I don't plan on falling in love until I'm good and ready for it.
What an oddball. Gloria, wait. You aren't very happy for me. Julie, how soon are you getting married? In June.
Well, that's a relief. I thought maybe you'd schedule it for this afternoon, like Vivian and Rex had to.
You thought it could be one of those. Maybe you don't approve, but give me a little credit.
Sorry. I am happy for you, hon. Only, are you sure you know what you're doing?
Joe and I have been going steady for 2 years. Oh, Gloria, I do know what I'm doing.
And what about school next year?
I thought I'd drop out and get a job.
Babysitting, maybe?
Well, there are a lot of things I could do.
And what if you have a baby, like Elaine and Tom?
I'd love it. When the baby grew up, I'd still be young enough that we could be pals.
Schools are full of pals. I want to be a mother to my children.
Come on, Joe! Come on, Joe! There, boy, Joe! Hey, did you see that? That was my brother Joe.
Big deal.
All right, come on, Fred. Pick up your man. Get on him. Get on him. Come on, Fred. Get up. Keep off the field, son. Way to go, Fred.
Hi, Gordy. Thought you're mad at your brother. I am, but he's still the best man on the team. I bet he makes 2 touchdowns Friday night. Hope so. Hey, look who's over there. Aw, who cares? She's not so bad, Gordy. She's crummy. You know what that dopey Joe did? He took all the money he earned from the lumberyard last summer and bought her a ring. That's pretty dumb, all right. Watch what you say about my brother.
All right, fellas, that's it for tonight. Couple laps around the field and on into the showers. One. Hi.
Hi. Hey, how about giving me a ride down to Barbara's? I'm babysitting for a couple hours.
Well, I can drop you in town, okay? I have an appointment at the bank with Mr. Bannister, and I don't want to be late for that.
The bank?
It's about a part-time job.
Oh, Joe, imagine working in a bank.
Be full-time this summer, I hope.
Maybe someday you'll even work up to be president.
Oh. Hey, boy. Get me a copy of today's Wall Street Journal.
What's the matter, President? You look jumpy. All right, I'm coming. What do you want, kid?
Is my brother Joe here?
Oh, Joe, your brother?
Yeah?
Yeah, he's here. Come on in.
Hey, Gordy, what on earth are you doing here?
Well, you checking on your new job.
Well, listen, you're not supposed to be here, so now beat it. And tell Mom I'll be late getting home tonight.
Yeah, I'll tell Mom that you're practicing up scrubbing floors for after you're married.
Do that play again. Eddie, you move about 3 yards out there on the flank. That's good. Now, Bill, hit right through the inside of that hole this time. Well, what's the matter, Joe? Why aren't you dressed?
I'm not dressing, Coach.
Well, what's wrong?
Well, I've got to quit the team.
Quit the team? What do you mean?
Well, I've got a job. And my boss says if I'm not there right after school, I don't work.
Oh, come on, Joe. Let's not do anything rash. Let's go over here and sit down and talk about it. You know, we have a pretty good chance to take the region this year. With you. You gotta have the job, huh?
Well, yeah, see, I'm getting married.
Yeah, I heard.
Well, aren't you going to tell me what a mistake I'm making?
Should I?
Everybody else has.
Haven't you any plans for college, Joe?
Well, I've thought about it, Coach, but I just don't see how I can swing it. The money, you know.
Well, there are scholarships, Joe. Your grades are pretty good. Mr. Lyman says that you have a real head for chemistry, and I'm sure you'll get some football offers.
Yeah, but, Coach, I'll have a wife to support. and I can get a job right now paying $60 a week. And I know a lot of guys earning more than that who never spent a day in college. Now, Joe, I don't think you'd be happy earning $60 a week for the rest of your life. And it isn't only the money. I went into coaching because I like it. Will you be able to say the same thing about your job? You know, to get anything nowadays, a guy has to have a good education.
All right, let's bring the second team in here on pass defense.
Joe, do you realize just how lucky you are?
What do you mean, Coach?
Well, you kids these days have more freedom than any other group of teenagers at any other time or place in history. Well, you can decide for yourselves what you want to do with your future and who to marry and when. But you know, Joe, along with all this freedom goes a tremendous responsibility.
Responsibility for what?
To prepare yourself to achieve a successful marriage, for one thing. Do you want to tell the boys, or shall I?
You tell them for me, will you, Coach? And tell them I'm sorry.
Right. Joe, good luck.
Hey, Joe, where you going? Hey, Joe, wait up! Where you going?
To work.
You'll play Friday night, won't you, Joe?
No. Now, will you go home?
Well, why not, Joe? They need you.
Because I quit the team, that's why. Now, beat it.
You can't quit, Joe. Is it on account of her?
Pipe down, Gordy. Scram.
It is. It's because of her. You had to quit the team because you're going to get married.
Gordy, I told you to shut up.
Why, Joe? Why? You quitter, you quitter!
I'm sorry about Gordy. I know he means a lot to you. Sorry about the team, too.
Yeah.
But I guess we should start thinking about the important things.
Right. And what's a football team?
Well, that's important. Anyway, up to a certain stage in life.
And we're past that stage already?
Well, aren't we? Getting married and everything?
Yes, I guess we are.
You sound sorry.
Well, I hated to let them down.
Well, you had to make a choice. Oh, Joe, let's not quarrel about it.
Well, who's quarreling?
You are. My gosh, you act like it's the end of the world. And for what? Missing a couple of old football games.
5 to be exact.
Well, 5 then. But in the meantime, you'll have earned enough money to put a down payment on a good hi-fi set or something like that.
Oh, that's great. A hi-fi, just what we need. Something we can cook on or do our laundry with. Hi, fellas.
Hi, Julie.
Come on, Julie, let's get out of here.
I guess that does it. Is that all, Julie? Yes, I guess that's it. Well, how are you getting home? I don't know. I was counting on Joe to help me deliver these posters. But he had to work.
Tell you what, if you'd like to come home with me while I change, I'll help you deliver them.
Fine, thanks. That settles it then. See you later.
Okay, bye. Don't be late.
I won't.
Hey, could you kids take care of the ladders while I deliver the posters?
Sure, we'd be glad to.
Thanks a lot. We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.
Golly, this is gorgeous, Miss Stanley.
You like it?
Oh, yes. Do you live here alone?
No, my roommate's an airline stewardess. She's away a lot.
I thought I wanted to be an airline stewardess once.
It's a glamorous life.
Who's that?
Oh, just a boyfriend.
Wow. I didn't know you had a boyfriend, Miss Stanley.
Oh, there's still a few crusty old bachelors around. Leftovers, you know. That decrepit old thing is 30. He's a lawyer. We ski together a lot.
Gee, Miss Stanley, do you ski too?
I'm almost a ski bum. I'm saving for a trip to Chile this summer. They say there's nothing like skiing in the Andes in the middle of July.
Gosh, I'm going to tell the girls to quit feeling sorry for you.
Sorry? For me? Why would anyone feel sorry for me?
Well, you're attractive and fun and everything, but you're not married.
Well, Julie, this is a situation I plan to correct when I'm ready. Meanwhile, being an old maid of 26 can be very exciting. Have you ever stopped to consider, when you're my age, you'll have been married 10 years?
10 years?
9 if you graduate. Couldn't you wait until you finish high school, Julie?
No, Miss Stanley. I love Joe now.
Do you think you won't love him in another year?
No. Why does everybody try to mix me up?
Not mix you up, make you think. No one doubts the way you feel. But if it's right, Julie, it's worth waiting for.
But we just don't want to wait.
You make it sound like it's worse than a stretch in Sing Sing. The waiting can be a very challenging time, like getting ready for a date. That's half the fun.
We have waited, Miss Stanley, for 2 whole years. Now all we want to do is get married.
Okay, Julie. Just promise me one thing.
What's that?
Promise you'll send me an invitation.
Oh, there's Elaine's Lake. Hey, will you kids excuse me a moment, please? Okay. Elaine? Oh, Julie. Oh, am I glad to see you. Oh, Elaine, you look just wonderful. How's Tom and the baby? Oh, fine. Tom would have come tonight, but his company would just fold up without him. He's in the oil business, you know. Oh, and his sweet mother's home taking care of the baby for us. Did you get my letter? Oh, yes, Julie, and I'm so thrilled for you. I'm glad somebody's happy for me. Are they giving you a bad time, Julie? Yes, you know, 6 times as many teenage marriages go on the rocks. I know. You're such a pessimist. Oh, I'm glad to see you looking so happy. You know, I was beginning to be popular anyway. Oh, I love it. Well, it's just close enough that we can run over occasionally. Well, here, let me show you something. Look. What a darling baby. And that's your house? Uh-huh. You lucky thing, you've got it made. A husband, a baby, a nice home, even a mink. Wait till I tell my folks about this. They've got the cutest little baby. And you should see their home, Daddy.
Yeah, we're very happy for Elaine, but we want you to be happy too, because we love you. And Julie, it takes a certain maturity to make a happy marriage.
But, Daddy, I'm old enough to know my own mind.
And I'm old enough to know mine. Now, Mother and I have nothing at all against Joe. In fact, we'd be very happy if someday you two would marry.
Why someday? Why not now?
Julie, I know that when you're young, now is the most important time of your life. But believe it or not, there's going to be a now in 5-10 years. What will it be like for you then?
It's hard to see beyond the honeymoon at your age, dear. But if you could see into the future, you'd be happy to wait another year or so.
You'd think we didn't have any brains at all. Well, I've taken all the home ec courses I could so that I'd be prepared for marriage. And Joe even quit the team so he could get a job and save some money. Well, does that sound like a couple of kids?
No, it doesn't, Julie, but...
You think it's important to put some money in the bank before you're married? Why can't you do the same thing with time? Save a little, but try to develop yourselves emotionally, intellectually, before you throw your lives together. You owe it to yourselves and to each other.
Well, all this arguing is silly. Joe and I are going to get married, and that's that.
Julie! We'd hoped you'd be wise enough to make the right decision for yourself. Now you leave us no choice but to make it for you. You are not getting married next month, nor the month after that. You will stay in school until you graduate, and then we'll see.
But, Daddy...
Julie, that's final.
Where do we go from here?
I don't know. Oh, why don't you pull into that service station over there? Let's ask.
That's a good idea. Hi! What here? How about that? We were just looking for you. Hey, let me get out and stretch a minute.
Okay. Hey, well, Tom, I thought you worked for an oil company. Oh, I do. Need a quart? Listen, how soon can you get away? Oh, pretty soon. It's almost 5. Why don't you stay here while I wait on this guy over here? All right. Julie could even go visit with Elaine. Hey, Julie, why don't you go up and visit with Elaine while we get done down here?
Hey, that's a neat idea.
We live 6 blocks up this street, and then to your right. It's in the middle of the block. You can't miss it.
Okay.
Good.
Hey, give me the address, Joe. Now, hurry home, you guys.
How are things going, Tom?
Oh, okay.
You don't sound very enthused.
Well, we've had a few setbacks. Elaine was supposed to put me through the university, but right away she got pregnant. Man, I was lucky to last the first semester.
But you are going to night school.
Oh, that can't last much longer either. Things are pretty tense around home. I can't study with a baby crying, and Elaine begged me to cut classes and take her out. Gee, they've offered me overtime here, and I guess I'll take it.
Well, you'll get back to school again, Tom, once you get your feet under you.
Yeah, I hope so. Meanwhile, I'll go on here, bored to death, just for that weekly paycheck.
Yes?
I was looking for Mrs. Blake.
Mrs. Blake. Oh, you must be looking for Elaine. Well, won't you come in?
Thank you.
Elaine? Elaine?
Yes, Mother Blake.
You have company, dear.
Oh, Julie. How nice of you to come. Wait right there. I'll be right down.
Oh, but Elaine, I'm having company.
Oh, I forgot. Well, Julie, you'll just have to come up.
What is the matter with that baby?
She's teething. Don't worry. She'll be asleep by the time your bridge club arrives. Come on up, Julie.
Oh, yes, you run right upstairs, dear.
Julie. Oh, it's so good to see you. Oh, it's so good to see you, but I'm embarrassed. You caught me in the biggest mess, but the baby had me up all night long, and I haven't felt like doing a thing. Oh, the poor little thing. Can I hold her? Sure. Here, try giving her a bottle. Here, come sit over here. Elaine, I thought this was your house. Well, just the same as. Tom's mother's a widow, and we wouldn't dream of having her live here alone.
Joe's here, too, and we want you to help us.
Help you? How?
Mother and Daddy said absolutely no wedding. So we're eloping tonight. Oh. Well, will you? Help us, I mean. What'll you do afterwards, Julie? Oh, I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Where will you live, Julie? Oh, we thought perhaps we'd get us a small trailer until after Joe graduates, and then get us a place of our own. Elaine, what's wrong? Oh, nothing. I'm thrilled for you, Julie. It's wonderful. Wonderful. What's the matter? Oh, everything. Are you sure you want to go through with it? Elaine, would you like me to fix a bottle for the baby? She just had a bottle. Oh, don't worry. I'll take her for a walk or something so you can play bridge in peace. She tries so hard. Oh, having to live in the same house. Oh, I know I get on her nerves, too. You know what, Julie? She practically begged me to go back to the reunion. She even loaned me her first doll. It wasn't mine, Julie. This house isn't mine. My husband isn't even all mine. I just wanted people at home to think everything was all right. I didn't want them to be able to say, I told you so.
Somehow a year or two doesn't seem like such a long time.
It's going to hurt to admit it to the folks, though.
Julie, your folks are swell. They really care about you.
What'll we do after you graduate, Joe?
I'm not sure. Maybe go on to college. Mr. Lyman said something about a scholarship in chemistry.
Maybe we can both go to state. Daddy said he'd send me if I wanted to go.
Well, that's great. I guess I better come in with you and help you explain.
Just a minute, Joe. Here. Save this for me. It can be my graduation present next year.
Okay.
Pretty thick there. It's very similar to the should I marry outside my faith? As I said, most relationship films that are asked as a question, the answer is invariably no. So if this film was a question worth waiting for, this would be a yes. It would be worth waiting for. But yeah. I love it. The trying to get high school students not to get married. Just don't do it. Just wait. Come on. We know that your hormones are coursing and you're bored with the tedium of high school and you want to get on with adulthood, but come on, take a break. Thanks for tuning in today, and thank you, Ned, for the coffee. Again, coffee is a wonderful way to reward AV geeks and their nervous systems with caffeine. And hit like, subscribe, notify, tell friends, family, enemies about what we're doing. And I'll be back again tomorrow, 1 o'clock-ish, with some more stuff. Everybody have a good rest of your day, and we will see you very soon tomorrow. Thanks again for coming along with the ride, and we'll see you soon. Goodbye, everybody. Take care.